thanks for joining me on this video. My name is T. Kyle Smiley, and I'm sorry I've been gone for so long. Once again, I've been swamped at work and at home, and I just haven't had time to put together a video. It doesn't take too terribly long, but with everything else that's been going on, it's just been a nightmare trying to logistically make this work. And on previous status updates, I had mentioned other video series I was going to do. I haven't forgotten about. Very VHS is still in the works. The next Disney list is also in the works, but yet again, I got to the point where it had just been so long since I uploaded, I just wanted to put something out there for you guys. And like just about every other video that I have recorded in this format, this was an idea that came to me kind of on a whim, and I thought, you know what, let's just put it out there, see if they like it. I don't know, you like it? There's a button for that. So without any further ado, allow me to introduce my next video, the top 5 most unnecessary TV character deaths.
Scientists returning location like 2 slices.
Now, if you're unsure what kind of list this is meant to be, thinking I'm just going to be whining about all these shows, killing off my favorite characters, you're pretty, that's right. But I'm more concerned with the why of killing them off. Death is a sad and scary thing, and even in the funniest and happiest shows, they've found some pretty awesome ways to deal with it.
Fire!
Ooh, a bobby pin! Maud?
She's gone. What's up? She expired.
Are you sure?
Yes, of course.
Then, there's the pussyfoot method.
Pussy.
Brian, look out!
Oh my God!
Brian's death scene is a really big deal because Family Guy has killed every single one of its characters for the sake of a joke, even outside of cutaways. So when the episode ended and we were treated to a new character set to replace Brian, everybody in the room kind of went, is he really dead?
What's your name?
Chris?
How about I call you Hat Boy?
Hell yeah!
And he was! For a whole episode. I barely had time to appreciate the differences between him and Lenny before they chickened out and brought Brian back. It was so abrupt and unnecessary, and there of course was no lasting harm, so who cares? Also, people did dumb stuff like this.
Dum 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 dum.
And no, they didn't suddenly change their minds to put Brian back in. The episodes were all finished long before they hit TV. This was a marketing stunt and nothing more. Seth MacFarlane even admitted he just did it to get people talking about the show again. So, let's stop talking about it. Remember when Roseanne won the lottery and they spent the whole last season rolling around in the riches that they so justly deserved, but oh no, actually it was just a book that Roseanne was writing and Dan actually died of a heart attack? Because I do!
My writing's really what got me through the last year after Dan died. I mean, at first I felt so betrayed, as if he had left me for another woman.
Just like Brian's death, this was a huge cop-out, just kind of in the opposite direction. I like the idea of it all being a fantasy, but there really wasn't a reason to kill off Dan. If you do kill him off, we should be watching the actual fallout of the death and how you approach it as a comedy writer, because there can always be some humor in it. But this just felt slapped on like a big gotcha moment that left the series on a really down note for no reason at all except to force people to remember it. It's not like they have a choice. Zombie Dan is coming back this year to eat us all. That's not a John Goodman is fat joke. He's actually lost a lot of weight and everybody's old. And why do they keep rehashing old shows? American Horror Story is an awesome seasonally episodic show, so of course this lends the series a freedom to kill off all of its characters with or without reason, and then bring back the same actors over and over again. But that privilege isn't always handled with care, and some unnecessary deaths have taken place. For instance, Queenie's crossover to the Hotel season ends in her demise just so the vampiress Ramona can draw power from her witch's blood, which she never even uses. But the worst of all of them has to be Misty Day.
Not all dead. The descent into the netherworld will be your next test. Getting to hell will be simple for girls with your talents. It's the getting back, darlings, that is the challenge.
In the final episode of Season 3, the Coven undergoes the trial of the Seven Wonders, one of which being that they must travel to Hell and return alone. If they're unable to re-enter their own bodies by dawn, they'll be trapped in Hell forever. Seems like a perfect situation to pick off one of these bitchy girls on there. Just a bunch of them are so nasty to each other. Are you serious? Misty, the sweetest and most innocent character by far, probably in the entire show, is the only one who doesn't make it back and crumbles to dust in Cordelia's arms. And she has to relive the time she was forced to kill a frog for eternity. I mean, this is low. This hurt my heart. Love that Rhiannon bit, though. That was choice.
Dreams unwind, your love's a state of mind. Do you wanna die? Do you wanna die?
I blame the Fox Corporation for a lot of things. Sure, they did some political stuff that I might have disagreed with. Maybe, I don't know, you don't know me. I didn't vote for Jill Stein. You voted for Jill Stein! But more importantly, they canceled some of their greatest shows before they could even get off the ground. And worst of all, Fox killed Wash. Firefly had a fantastic beginning, and I'm definitely the only person on the planet who feels that way, right? I mean, I have to be, considering it got canceled after one season. I guess it must have just sucked. No, Fox marketing screwed the pooch on this one. The show was played out of order because Fox decided that the 2-hour premiere pilot Serenity was not a suitable way to start the series. You know, too many character introductions and plot lines to develop. Screw it, let's just skip to the next one. There's a train in this one. People like trains. And if you've ever seen the show, you know the tone is more dramatic than comedic.
Looking for some action on Friday night?
They might have missed the memo there. All of this to say, if Fox hadn't screwed up so badly, the ratings would have improved, the show would have stayed on the air, there would have been no need for the wrap-up film Serenity, and Alan Tudyk wouldn't have been put in the position to not be able to do a sequel due to scheduling conflicts. So... sucks. So the biggest difference between all the other moments on the list and this last one has something to do with build-up. When you have to let go of a character after 10 seasons, it's heart-wrenching, sure, but at least you have those previous episodes to go back to whenever you miss their big dumb faces. And when you only know a character for one damn season, you don't really have enough time to establish that deep-seated sadness you feel when they die. How I Met Your Mother f***ed it all up. All of it. Seriously though, this was a huge dick move by the writers. It took 8 years for us to finally meet this character, and the running joke was that there was no way this woman could be as perfect as Ted needed her to be.
Hi. One ticket to Farhampton, please.
Enter Kristen Milioti. There could be no better actress to take the role of Tracy McConnell, referred for 8 seasons only as Your Mother by Bob Saget as he tries to explain to his kids the significant cultural impact that America's Funniest Home Videos had on today's YouTube generation.
I couldn't have clogged it better, because that's how I do it.
One point was made very clear from the beginning, and that was the fact that Ted and Robin could never have a truly happy relationship. Also, they were individually terrible people. In fact, the nicest moments they had on the show almost always involved them doing good things for each other, usually because they knew they would be rewarded in some way. So how do they choose to end the series? Ted ends up with the love of his life and everybody lives happily ever after? Totally, the end.
And that, kids, is How I Met Your Mother.
Except also, Robin and Barney get divorced, Tracy dies in a BS voiceover mystery disease incident, and Ted ends up asking his kids if it's cool if he go bang Robin real quick. Just kidding, this isn't a How I Met Your Mother DVD. I don't have a lot of movies.
I hope that our few remaining friends give up on trying to save us. I hope we come up with a fail-safe plot to piss off the dumb few that forgave us. I hope the fences we mended fall down beneath their own weight, and I hope we hang on past the last exit. I hope it's already too late. And I hope the junkyard a few blocks from here someday burns down. And I hope the rising black smoke carries me far away, and I never come back to this town again. In my life, I hope I lie and tell everyone you were a good wife, and I hope you die. I hope we both die.